everyone. This is Linda, and Linda, I'm so happy for you that you're feeling so much better. And if you wouldn't mind letting everyone know kind of where you were when you first started, what got you going with us, and kind of how things have turned out since you've been with us.
Sure. Well, when I started, I was in a rotten place. My diabetes was out of control. I have autoimmune disorders like rheumatoid arthritis, and the pain was unbearable. And I just was in a funk, both emotionally, spiritually, physically, I was in a mess. So going through, and I listened to your classes, I know at least three times because that was like a fix. I did, okay, let me listen again. Now, what am I doing wrong? My coach, Nicole, was wonderful in helping me learn how to eat, learn how to focus on what I needed to, and keep me on track. And I've seen a huge difference in my pain level. Even really through recently a bad situation with COVID. COVID flew away, whatever it was. I didn't test, truthfully. I wasn't going to waste the money. But I feel so much better. And I know as long as I maintain, and I'll probably listen again just as a fix to keep me on the right track. So I really appreciate the program. I think the lab work was amazing. I took the labs to my PCP and he goes,
Yeah.
"Oh my God, there's things on here I didn't even think about testing." And so, and he was very supportive. So what are you doing? And
Good.
I told him, and we do a free medical clinic on Saturday mornings together. So I work with him professionally as well as
Huh?
being my PCP. And he's like, "Tell me again about it. Talk to me about it." So he was willing to listen, which I know is awesome to get someone in the medical community to pay attention. Now my endocrinologist, I'm firing no because she didn't listen. She didn't. I mean, it's crazy. So, but I really appreciate it and have learned so much.
And as a nurse, with a nursing background, what would you say is different from what you were taught as a nurse? And I'm sure seeing patients yourself as a nurse versus what you learned and did with us.
Well, as a nurse, my nutrition classes, of course, I'm an old nurse. I mean, I graduated like 45 years ago, but I have my master's, so I've gone back to school. So I haven't let my education just sit there, but it's different. You learn that there are things that they didn't teach us. We didn't learn. I didn't learn the benefits of supplements and things. It's a whole different way of thinking. And to
Yeah.
look at toxins. And I live in a very toxic community. So, that was important to learn what I need to do to adjust. Now I can't move, obviously, but I can do some things differently. What my
Yeah.
water situation and things. So yeah, my old education did not compare to what I got from learning through the program.
And what would you tell that person who may be sort of stuck, who, is trying things and not really getting anywhere and they don't want any more medication? What would you tell that person now that you're on this side of things?
Try it, give it a chance. The hardest part for me was getting the supplements under control. I just think because keeping myself on track. So that was a hard part. Once I got that under control and used your meal planning, I discovered Trader Joe's for the first time. God love it. I mean, it was like a 2 hour adventure because they have so much that's gluten free and I mean, amazing place to walk through and learn. And I think you just got to try it. When I use a list when I go shopping, I pay attention. And I do a lot of ordering now to keep me out of the grocery store just
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
keep it, and it's so much easier. I mean, my groceries were just delivered this morning at 7 o'clock in the rain, but hey, I got them. And so now I don't have to go back to the store. I've got what I need. So
That's a good
I,
point to make that healthy food is so accessible now. Like you just said, it can get delivered to your front door. You don't have to, it's so much easier with delivery and how things are now. It's so different than how it was even like 10 years ago. So
oh
it's not as
yeah,
hard as what people think.
not at all. And in fact, it's made my life easier because I'm not wasting time in the grocery store and buying stuff I don't need.
Yeah, yeah.
You learn to balance, and it's really made the difference. I gave up Coke Zero, and so which was a huge undertaking for me, and I feel 100% better. So, it's amazing. I'm doing all natural.
That's
So,
great. That's great. Well, thank you for sharing this. I know this is going to help someone and continue. Health is a journey. We never finish our journey. So it's continuing to work on this each and every day. And I'm so glad now that you have the foundational pieces where you know what you need to do. So congratulations to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. G.
Of
Bye
course.
bye.